Good morning, pregame crew. It is Thursday, November 16th, 2023, 6:22 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Glad to see all of ya. I'm feeling a little better. Got 2 days of antibiotics under my belt. Hopefully I sound a little better, not so scratchy. Perfect night truck. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, Shake and Bake, Marvin, Hector, Greg, Gino, Keggers. Hey, Sam. Night Truck. Hey, Tom. Newlywed. That's so cool. Hey, Sir Fernando, Bass, Carlos, Mal, Tess, Clifton, Changed. Thank you to the 32 who have already hit the like button. I appreciate you. Hey, Kat. 99 Slacker, Cliff. I want y'all to throw out your best setups. Y'all come here daily for me to give you setups that I am stalking. What do you like out there? Tell me. Put the ticker and what time frame, and do you like it long or short? If you want to. You don't have to, because that's my job. Hey, ML Jinky. Diego. Thank you, Diego. You were number 14, Mal. Good. Gold star, Mal. Gold star. Markets bouncing right here ahead of jobless claims in 6 minutes. We have 5 Fed speakers today, lots and lots of Fed speak. It will be interesting to see if this 4,500 can act as support. We got the Great Wall of Louisiana right here. The yellow line is the 50 simple moving average. And I was told that the way that I say MA, it sounds like I'm saying EMA. So just know that the yellow and purple lines are simple moving averages. The 50 and the 200, the green and the red are 8 and 21 exponential moving averages, the fast lines. So let's see if this yellow 50 MA can hold. I jokingly call it the Great Wall of Louisiana. Let's see if it can hold. 4,500 psychological support should offer some support for bulls here. We will see. Okay. Hey, Jennifer in Kentucky. Aw, Glenn. Glenn, how can I like that? Can I like a comment? No, I don't want to hide you, that's for sure. I don't know. Here's a heart. No, wait. Here's a heart. Thank you, Glenn. I'm so glad you're going to join TCG. Come over to the crazy family. We're not crazy. Now let's go see what y'all like. Lilly and United Healthcare look like a bridge wedge breakout. Lily, we're looking for a daily high or low. The hourly got oversold yesterday, but it was really a lethargic on the bounce. I thought that would set the daily high or low, but again, it was lethargic. UNH, but overall, the chart's in a huge uptrend. UNH, this trend line stuck out to me the other day. What did I draw that on? Did I draw that on the 4 hour? Yeah. Yeah, pretty clear trend line there. Forget the trend line. Let's look at price action. Daily long lower wick of bulls buying the dip at the 21 EMA. This looks healthy. Squeeze. Squeeze them. Bears will be looking to top fish against yesterday's high. Conservative bulls are waiting for a pullback buy compared to yesterday's low to get an hourly high or low. CBX long. CBX was so good back here, but it has given up the goods. It had this great squeeze here, but it's really given it up. A daily lower high is the more likely scenario here. Bulls need to set a 4 hour high or low and get some trend changes going. Thank you, Saucy. Awesome, Manny. I'm glad I sound better. We'll go over Amazon. Awesome. I don't want you messed up. All right, Z-I-O-N. Zion Long, that's the bank. 36.74 is clear resistance. Clear. You can see it from Mars. So I would be looking for a pullback buy. I would not be buying up here. I'd be shorting up here. Howdy. Brian, I like that one. Mara short at 1050. I like that a lot. The daily 200 MA overhead. We got Bitcoin and crypto giving up a lot this morning. Yeah, I like that. I have coin as a short actually on my Queen of the Mountain trade. Okay. Jobless claims will be out in 1 minute. Okay, this thing lies. It's actually 2 minutes. And we're expecting 220,000, 220. And overall, we want the inflation to slow down and jobless claims to increase. We want a slower job market. So that's a bad news is good news type thing. So let's see if we can, if it's higher than 220, I would expect a bounce. And again, we're here at 4,500 support. And then we got the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index at the same time. Overall, we're still looking more bullish than bearish, but we did not get over 100 today. So there's some things in here that are a push. I didn't assign a value to. O'Reilly, CMG, AZO. Okay, I like that. Oh, that's a good one. Did we break it yesterday? Yeah, we broke it yesterday. Yeah, that may be a good short daily stair step break. It could be a bull flag, so caution bears, but man, this is beautiful. I like that one too. And ELF, I noticed it had changed the trend on the daily. Weekly, it got a higher high. Yeah, I would be looking for a pullback buy. Buenos dias, Jungle Cat. All right. Let's see what the jobless claims bring. All right. And 30 seconds. And remember, y'all are probably like 10 minutes behind me. 10 seconds, sorry, not 10 minutes. 10 seconds. Okay, what is it? What is it? $231. Okay, that is a bad news is good news thing. So the market's interpreting this bullishly. We had more jobless claims than anticipated. Philadelphia Manufacturing Index, I don't know what that means. They manufactured less than what they thought. That may be good too. That may be a bad news is good news thing. Okay. Y'all ready to get started? Good morning. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori, and I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter, at Chart Gal Lori, that would be lovely. We go over the economic calendar every day. We have lots of Fed speak today. Actually, I'm going to clean this up a bit. I don't want to see the 1-star events. Let's just do 2 and 3-star. Yeah, lots of Fed speak today. And we have nat gas inventory at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Every morning, what I do here is I go over this handy dandy table and it shows overall I'm leaning more bullish than bearish. I have my notes that are off screen. I copy and paste those for TCG members only when I am done. The Black Friday special starts tomorrow. I cannot wait. So I will share that with you tomorrow, that link. And I look forward to all of you joining in our family. It's going to be a fun 2024. I'm really looking forward to it. I get really pumped up about new months, new quarters, new years. I love new starts. So let's get this day, speaking of starting, let's get this day kicked off right. Okay, starting with ES. If you're new around here, I jokingly call the 50 MA the Great Wall of Louisiana, kind of like the Great Wall of China. And it's just a joke. However, how price, and my verb choice is intentional. How price interacts with the 50 MA tells me a lot. And I hope that makes sense. How does it interact? Does it just flush right through it? Does it pause? It tells you something. So right now we are pausing at the hourly 50 MA. Typically, when you have, let me see, go back over here before we got bullish. Typically, when you fall through the hourly 50 MA, the first time you test it, you reject. And once you get through it, you come back, you test it, you hold. That happens a lot, okay? Well, we have been well above it with this extreme move on CPI. We're coming back to test it. Odds favorite, it holds because we've had such a strong move. We'll see. NASDAQ is not faring as well. We're losing it here. But let's do some fib retrace. From the CPI low. Oh, my magnet's not on. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, we could consolidate down to 4495 and it still be a 4-hour or daily bull flag. 4495. 4495 keeps this consolidation healthy. So we have to remember that. If we consolidate down to 4480 here, then on the next bounce, we'd be looking for a lower high, and that could mean more meaningful consolidation coming into the market. Let's look at the daily RSI. Daily RSI is 66. We still have room for movement. We have runway. Weekly is not overbought. Daily is approaching overbought, but that's why we've been able to just continue to get to push it. I don't take longs or shorts simply based on RSI alone. RSI adds to my equation. It adds conviction to a trade, but it is not a reason to take a trade. So we've still had room on this push up. 4-hour RSI has cooled off a little bit. We're just getting below 70. Hourly has really cooled off. So now we're also at the hourly 50 RSI. Let me label that. I use 50 RSI a lot. When we have names that are going sideways and they're holding the 50 RSI, that tells me the break. If the preceding trend was up and we're going sideways, holding the 50 RSI, odds favor that we break higher. If we lose the 50 RSI, we could be in for more consolidation. So overall, what I'm trying to tell you is everything looks okay. Nothing's busted. Think about all the dollars. Let me see if I can draw a dollar bill, y'all. Turn off this mic. We got dollars over here just lined up, waiting to buy the dip. Lined up. Lots of money on the sidelines. We have monthly OPEX tomorrow. So we could have some more volatility incoming tomorrow. So just stay on your toes. Absolutely stay on your toes. Okay, let me get some water. All right, NASDAQ. Where is the CPI reaction right here? NASDAQ, we have already consolidated about 45% of the move from the CPI low to the high of yesterday. We've consolidated about 45%. Bulls are not necessarily locking in that higher high probability. If we continue to pull back down into 15,800, that increases the chances that on the next bounce we get a lower high in a tightening range. So as you can see, ES is a little stronger than NASDAQ due to the size of the retracement. RTY. RTY is sending up smoke signals right here. We are breaking through the low of yesterday. Now, when we have a bear break without a lot of follow through, that shows the bull strength. So let's see, what can the bulls do here to salvage this bear break of yesterday's low? Can we get a 15-minute higher low and change the trend back to the upside? We see this often where you have a bear break bear break, and then very little follow through, and then back to the upside because it was a bull flag on a higher time frame. I wanted to say something else about RTY. We're sitting on the hourly 50 MA. Let's do this fib retrace. That's what I wanted to do. Anything above 1788 is super healthy. Remember, we had a 5% day on CPI on IWM, which is crazy, unheard of. So bulls that missed this bounce are going to be looking to buy the dip. Okay, now we're bouncing harder from the 4,500 support. Thanks, JG. Yeah, Cisco is weak. Walmart's weak. They both had earnings. All right, YM. YM, we're holding. Look at how good. Look how good the Dow is holding the hourly 50 MA. We're much stronger than NASDAQ. Let's do the CPI. We have not even retraced 15% of the CPI move. These Dow bulls are holding long and strong here. Super strong. NASDAQ's the weakest and Dow is the strongest. VIX is melting. Absolutely melting. Hang Seng was down 1.36% overnight. We have Baba Jack Ma to sell $871 million worth of Baba shares next week. Just something to think about. So Baba's pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. And that affected Hang Seng. DAX is up 0.51. And man, that looks like a healthy chart when you look at it. Look at that. That thing is, these bulls are hungry, hungry hippos. Bitcoin is weak. And Bitcoin and crypto led this bull rally. It signaled the beginning of the bull rally. And I'm watching Bitcoin to see if we can get some clues as to what will lead. Will Bitcoin lead consolidation in the market or be our canary here? We definitely have some consolidation coming in here. Hourly downtrend. 4 hour, we have enough room for a higher low, but bulls aren't doing themselves any favors. On the next bounce, we'd be looking for a lower high due to the size of this pullback. Ethereum, weak. We had a decent bounce. We're giving it all back. And bears are looking to top fish 15-minute lower highs on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Dollar bill, y'all. Daily bear flag looking more and more probable. Super weak. Giving it all up. This is good for the market in general. Generally speaking, it's good for the market. And I should say it can be a tailwind for the market and it's not always a tailwind, but it can be if it's pulling back. Okay, gold. Oh. All right, gold, we're looking for the weekly higher low. Ugh. This is not what you want to see. This potential diamond bearish reversal pattern forming on gold. But if the dollar remains weak, maybe the bulls can fight their way out of this. We are looking for a daily lower high. So weekly higher low, daily lower high, 4 hour lower high. Let's see what the bulls can do. Go take out 1979 and negate this diamond bearish reversal pattern. But congrats, gold bulls. Oh, look, SE. This is a 3-day rule for me. I don't touch these names when they've had bad earnings and they're just getting thrown away. I mean, you could look for a 4 hour higher low compared to the 35.59, but I don't know that I would be taking that trade. And is this a China name as well? Because then that would impact this too, because Baba had bad earnings as well. Reverse back burner mode on names like this. I just look to short pops. Okay, back to oil. Okay, you were thinking oil. Oil, we're looking for a potential daily higher low. This is a low probability long attempt if you wanted to go for the potential long against 75.04. Weekly, we're in a downtrend. We are looking for a monthly higher low and potentially a daily higher low. 4 hour is a potential bear flag. Bulls can't get their ish together on this thing. I don't see a trade in oil. I don't. Doesn't mean there isn't one there. It's just not jumping out super clear to me. I had a member message me and she said, I feel like every day I'm sitting at a buffet starving. Her trading wasn't going well. And I thought that was such a great analogy. Sitting at a buffet starving. And when I was sitting at that buffet starving, what I was trying to do is take a piece of everything and then ended up eating nothing versus just going for the steak. So that oil chart right there, that's not a steak for me. Let's just say steak is your favorite food. If you're a vegetarian, cauliflower, whatever your favorite, insert whatever your favorite food is. If you're at the buffet and they have lobster and that's the creme de la creme, then go for the lobster and forget everything else. And that's the same thing in trading. Don't starve at this buffet. Focus in on your high conviction trades. That's your steak, your lobster. If you're a vegetarian, cauliflower, go get that. Go get it. My steak yesterday morning was AMD. And I have it written down in my notes to share these examples with you. I posted these in the chat room that we had a double top on AMD, 122.12, 122.11. I tell y'all often, you can be a levels trader where you just use key levels to trade. I want you to, let me put a price label thingy on here. 122.11 and 122.12. That is a double top. So yesterday when the market opened, I shorted against the pre-market high of 120.65 and it just plummeted. And you could tell early on semis were weak. And it's because that double top gave me confidence in that top fish. Over here from the prior day, we held that resistance and we were pushing up. And let me do this. And due to the size of the retracement, a lower high was the more likely scenario. So that is an example of an extreme example of a level being so clear. Yesterday, I posted this setup. ARM, 56.10. We hit 56.03 yesterday. I posted it right here. You could have gotten that's more than that, but about 3% to the downside. What was my other example? Apple. When you have these levels that you can see from Mars, they're just gifts. They are absolute gifts. We hit that 189.50. We could not get through 73 and we came down. So you can be a levels trader. Okay, Nat Gas. Thanks, JD. All right, Nat Gas, I don't have clarity on either. I would consider this a 4-hour EQ and they have inventory today. All right, Apple, let me go to my notes. So yesterday we got 5-minute back burners on a lot of names. Today we're looking for 15-minute back burners and first hourly oversold to see how we react to those oversold conditions. I'm sorry, I have to turn on the fan. This little mild fever, it's keeping me hot. I'm sorry for the noise. Hopefully it's not too loud. So on Apple, I would feel more comfortable top fishing 189.50 or going an aggressive bear is looking to top fish against yesterday's high because that 189.73 is so clear. A conservative bull is looking for a pullback buy long, staying with the trend. So typically, this is what it looks like. Conservative trades, you stay with trend. Aggressive plays, your counter trend. However, I only play aggressive counter trend when my stops are really close by because I have a high probability of getting stopped out, but the risk to reward is good. Oh, good. Let me get some water. Amazon. Amazon is weak. It was weak yesterday. Potential top fish set up on a bounce. So we are red breaking through yesterday's low. Now, here y'all go. Here's a trade. If we bounce and bears defend yesterday's low and we turn to the downside, that's a gap rule. That is a short signal, meaning if bulls are unable to penetrate the prior day's range, that is a short signal. That shows the strength of the bears. So 142.59 is your go signal. If we're unable to penetrate that, that is a short signal. So I would be looking for some type of stair step up, tightening range just below that level, and look to top fish a lower high. NVIDIA. We're right here at yesterday's low. We're not gapping down on NVIDIA. We have earnings next week. AMD, man, I wanted to trade AMD today so badly, but AMD and NVIDIA have this falling wedge look. Do you see it? These lower lows not getting followed through. This looks like a falling wedge to me. So maybe a long against yesterday's low, staying with the overall trend. It's definitely weaker than some of the other names, so be careful with that idea. I don't think that's the stake today. I don't think that's the stake, but I'm watching it. And after I shut off the mic, I keep looking at charts. I don't just go away from the computer. I keep looking at charts. So yesterday, the AMD idea came after the show, and I posted it in chat. I just keep looking and saying, is there a better one? Is there a better one? That's why the name Queen of the Mountain is because I'm constantly trying to knock off the setups, and I only want the best of the best. Okay, Tesla is weak, unable to close above the daily 50 MA. Right there, we were unable to get that body of the candle over. They've got their Cybertruck event coming. I forget the day. Shoot, I don't remember the day. This pretty big pullback. This could be a short opportunity. Looking at top fish 246.70 due to the size of this pullback. We pulled back $7. That's a pretty significant pullback. I would want to bounce to short. AMD, we may get an opportunity to short the intraday resistance 120.17. I think that would be a safer area for a short. And then longs, you're looking for a long against 116. Everything in the middle, I think you're going to get chopped up. ARM, we closed the day with an hourly EQ. So a top fish at 55.50 may work. And what we're doing is we're playing off that 56.10 resistance. And I recognize everything I'm bringing you today is short. I could not find a long setup I like because things have gone so far and we have 4-hour RSIs overbought. So my longs for you, any name that was up over 10% yesterday, and if they have a 5-minute oversold today, that's a long idea. Back burner, back burner, back burner. But that's all I can give you. I can't tell you to buy up here. That would be irresponsible. And not every day. You don't have to trade every day if the setups aren't there. Coin. Crypto is weak this morning. I like a top fish of $100 psychological on coin. 99.82 and 115. I would still say within 33 cents that this is a daily double top. So I like a reverse back burner on coin. Dang it. I'm fighting myself here, which means I probably shouldn't be giving you the trade. All right, scratch that one. I don't feel good about it. JPM. This is straightforward. Super straightforward. We are looking for a weekly lower high on JPM. 4-hour overbought. Let me say it again. We're looking for a weekly lower high is the more likely scenario. When you go from a higher high to a lower low and retrace, a lower high is the more likely scenario, okay? Doesn't mean we'll get it. That's where probabilities add up. Your 4-hour is overbought. You got a double top at 150 yesterday, 150.16 and 150.14. I tell y'all all the time, this name trades very technically. If we could push back up into 150, give me that short, and I stop out above 150.20, I'm wrong. All right. Thanks, Tom. Okay, weekly lower high is the more likely scenario in RCL. It has had a huge push. This is very similar to JPM. Weekly lower high anticipated, 4-hour overbought. And then we look for levels to short, 102.39 or against yesterday's high, 103.97. But I want to push up. I don't want to short the break of 101. I'd rather a push up into this area and top fish that. And then XLF has another, again, we're 34.96, clear resistance. Clear. Super clear. And with this XLF running into this 34.96 resistance, that gives me a little more confidence or conviction on that JPM short if this 34.96 holds on XLF. And Blink yesterday, did we even get the oversold bounce? We did it open. Yeah, we did it open. This thing has been crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, let me look at a firm. Yeah, double top, $27, 27.16. I can't do anything with that. Just short it. I mean, short 27.16 and then, or you buy a pullback. I don't like either trade actually, so I don't like the setup. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for being here. And TCG members, I'll have these notes over to you in just a second. Y'all hit that like button. Give me a follow on Twitter @ChartGalLori and use stop losses.